Reports are now coming in that NBC staffers are giving Johnny Depp's lawyer and NBC's new legal consultant, Camille Vasquez, the cold shoulder. Because of course they are. Why would they support a strong woman? Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signal. Now look, this comes in from sources over at Radar Online, and I treat them like TMZ. They're not always truthful. However, just like TMZ, sometimes they are. Now, I'm going to give this one based on other things we've heard out there. This does seem legit. Now, I want to break this down, what happened, my thoughts on all of this. So yes, Camille Vasquez, Johnny Depp's attorney, getting the cold shoulder from mad NBC staffers after she's hired after layoffs. Because, yeah, she might bring in views and attention because she was great, and that's how business works. Maybe if the reporters who are getting laid off had actually done their job correctly and actually delivered good news that we wanted to read, that we believed, they wouldn't be getting laid off, you know? But no, that's not how it works here at NBC. Let's just complain. We get fired, and they hired a 38-year-old beauty queen. Yeah, stand up for that strong woman. How dare she be beautiful? Let's judge her because we're jealous that will never amount to her success or to the crowds that rally for Johnny and the supporters of Johnny because he has to be lying because he's a man. And any woman who supports a man is a liar and a beauty queen. And oh my God. Anyway, they're saying that she's getting the cold shoulder from these NBC staffers who are furious that she was hired amidst these layoffs. Now, again, this comes in from Radar, so take it as you will. But NBCUniversal has been laying off a lot of journalists, almost every division. And around that same time, they did hire Camille, yes, who gained national attention, as it says here, for representing Johnny Depp in this trial that was seen across the world. Vasquez is not popular amongst her new coworkers who question how the network found the money to pay the celebrity attorney. Poor Camille arrived at precisely the wrong time, an unnamed source told the outlet. The week she arrived, double digits of workers were fired. Yet NBC found the money to hire a 38-year-old beauty queen. I mean, I don't even know where to start on how offensive this quote is. Yeah, they brought her in because she's talent. She's actually going to bring people in to watch. Unlike these journalists who are just not cutting it, it seems. Now, look, I don't feel good when anybody loses their job, but there's some people at NBC that I would not cry over if they lost their job because NBC News, especially their digital division, have proven they're all just clickbait culture wars starters, like starting culture wars. They don't care about the truth. They are biased. They don't even say it's an op-ed. They just put out their own opinions as if it's news. And it's becoming a detriment to news in general. It's really an embarrassment what NBC's news has become. And it's shocking to me that the editorial staff and everybody else aren't trying to do something better. Even with their own clickbait, they resort to angering us, Johnny Depp's support community, who we support him because of the evidence. Look, I like Johnny. I've always liked him as an actor, sure, but that's not why I jumped on this trial. I jumped on it before everyone else did because I heard those tapes. I was like, this is unreal. This guy's getting railroaded for something he didn't do. And as I dug deeper and deeper as we uncovered it, yeah. And then the case that goes here in the US, and we obviously had a lot more background, as did Laura and Brian, everybody else who was, integrally involved in that case since day one. And now because we, supported Johnny, we are biased reporters who don't know what we're talking about, allegedly, to people who didn't even watch the trial, mind you, who just want to say, well, he won the UK case. Blah. It's maddening, right? So these NBC staffers are upset that Camille, who, against all odds, Johnny technically shouldn't have won. That was an uphill battle Johnny had to win, but he won because the truth prevailed. And because she and Brown Rudnick did their job well, and she was a star attorney, lead female attorney, now a partner at Brown Rudnick, bravo to Camille. Now they're going to try to kick her while she's succeeding? I mean, that's just gross. Label her the beauty queen. The unnamed source went on to suggest that if Vasquez had not represented Depp in the televised trial, she would have not been hired. Well, duh. I mean, that's why of course, she's famous. She gave herself a name on television and impressed the world with her work. Yeah, everyone noticed because she did the impossible. Everyone at NBC said Johnny was guilty. Oh, but wait, he wasn't, was he? He wasn't. And Camille and others proved it. So yeah, she's getting celebrated for doing her job well and impressing everybody. What a stupid, she would have never gotten this job if it wasn't a televised trial. Of course, that's how it works. Like, I mean, it's how anybody at NBC hires anybody. They hired Michael Strathane on Good Morning America because he was on Kelly and Michael, and he's like, yes, you get jobs when you're popular. That's how it works, staffers. I'm sorry you're jealous of her fame and her beauty, but my goodness, how gross is this report? It's just shocking to me. Her employment at NBC just came 7 months after she successfully defended the 59-year-old after the trial concluded, when Depp was awarded $15 million in punitive and compensatory. Hollywood Reporter claimed that at least 3 national news divisions inquired about her coming on board as an analyst or contributor. She made her debut on the Today Show on January 9th, discussing the recent Idaho College, Brian Kohberger case. Hoda Kobe introduced her as NBC News legal analyst before asking about how social media covered. And she talked about it, yada, yada, yada. But NBC News, confirmed her hiring. At the same time, she worked for Brown Rudnick. Of course, she's not leaving her job to be an NBC consultant. They brought her on as an exclusive analysis. So that means from time to time, just like we bring in Christopher Melcher or others, she makes time to come on channels. But this just means she's getting paid to exclusively do it with NBC. Yeah, smart move. She's a valuable player. She earned that, and she's allowed to cash in on that, as should anybody. People want to hear from her because she got famous doing her job. And that's why she does it. It's not like she's going to be there every day and walking through the halls of NBC. It means they're going to bring her on from time to time, probably remotely, from LA studio, via satellite, whatever it is. They're going to bring her in from time to time. There's probably a set amount of appearances she's supposed to make on certain cases. And she's going to come in and give her a little speech, and then she's going to be on her way. Now, did they pay her a lot for it? Yeah, of course they did, because other people were vying for it. She was in demand. Will she get renewed? Will it work out? Who knows? But she's getting cashed out, of course. And she's allowed. Don't be jealous that this strong woman is succeeding. This is disgusting to any of these staffers out there. It's just unbelievable. Decision came controversial, with many pointing out the Today Show host Savannah Guthrie's husband, Michael Feldman, consulted Vasquez. So who cares? Matters became worse in the second one, January 12th, when NBC executive decided to cull the staff. Sources said the layoffs were in the double digits of the workforce of about 3,500 employees. People laid off was 75. Now that sucks. It's never fun when layoffs happen. But yeah, I mean, maybe be mad at your bosses for making you print garbage instead of at Camille, right? Let's be mad at them. The staff cuts were scattered across the division. Deadline reported, although no on-air talent was affected. Daily Mail has reached out, no comments. But and then they just go into the history of her. But good for Camille. This is shocking. This is even a story. But yeah, we've covered this before. They've been complaining about her. Kitty Cat over there at NBC Digital. Ugh, she's allegedly frustrated. Everybody's frustrated. How dare you show bias? And we were doing such good journalism for Amber. Pfft. Yeah, right. You do this journalism to anger us, so you get mentions, and we got to stop mentioning you. So I don't want to even mention her name, that reporter who does it. They want our clicks. They want our hate clicks to get engagement, because they can't get it any other way. So she's a digital person, Kitty Cat. She knows exactly what she's doing. By angering that base, they're going to click, they're going to watch, and she's going to get at least a little bit more than she would any other way, because she's got no other method to get her work out there unless she actually does real journalism or, reports on things. And she doesn't do that. She just is a biased mouthpiece for Amber Heard, in my opinion. But there you go. Angry, good. I'm glad they're angry. What do you guys think of this? And I say, go Camille. We got your back. Bravo on scoring this gig. You deserve it, as you should. We should be celebrating strong women who get to succeed, not kick them while they're up there out of jealousy. This is disgusting. Labeling her the beauty queen. Can you believe this headline? My God, these people are disgusting. They hire a 38, and they throw her age out there. A 38-year-old beauty queen. Disgusting. These people at NBC are disgusting. They continue to embarrass themselves. So if you'd like to get real insight, come on over here to Popcorn Planet. They hate when they're like, we win, because we do. Hit that button, hit that bell so you get alerts. It's the only problem we have here. You're not always getting those alerts. So please do smash that button. We're working on it. We do have some things in the pipeline. Stay tuned. Very excited. You're not going to miss all the things we got brewing over here. Love you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We won't be live today, but we'll be back. So make sure you stay tuned or click on these videos as well. Thanks again for watching here on Popcorn Planet.